right, hello everybody. Thank you for joining. I am Riley with the T Storm Chasers, and we're going to take a look at your forecast. But before we do, here is a brief word from our sponsors at Cube Portable Storage.
What are you doing?
Decluttering?
Moving? Remodeling? In need of temporary storage, emergency cleanup, or just need to declutter? Cube Portable Storage has the perfect solution. Rent your Cube Portable Storage container today.
And don't forget, they got roll-off dumpsters for the other stuff. Call Cube Storage for all your moving needs.
Okay, good morning out there. Happy Wednesday. Let's go ahead and jump into today's video. Taking a look at the national view, and as you can see, it is pretty quiet in our area. We have some rain and snow showers up here in Montana, up in the northwest, and then we have some rain and snow in the eastern part of the country. But for us, the only thing we got is we have what's left of this system from yesterday. We have some snow showers, some light snow showers here in central Minnesota, from St. Cloud down towards Mankato. And then temperature-wise, we are off to a chilly start. We are at 21 in Sioux Falls. We are at 18 in Aberdeen, 12 in Mulbridge, 21 in Pierre. We are a little bit warmer out west, 36 in Rapid City, 28 in Buffalo. Down into Nebraska, we got 39 in North Platte. We got 28 in O'Neill, 27 in Norfolk. It is 34 in Chadron, 30 in Omaha, and then into Iowa is 25 in Fort Dodge. It is 23 in Mason City, 27 in Cedar Rapids, 21 in Spencer. Up into Minnesota, 21 in the cities, 19 in Marshall, 19 in St. Cloud, 18 in Fergus Falls, and 25 in Rochester. And let's go ahead now and take a look at your winter weather headlines here. Okay, so here is the latest of what we got here. We have a winter weather advisory that is in effect here for a good chunk of South Dakota here, for northwestern and central and eastern portions of South Dakota. So this includes Pierre, Mulbridge, Aberdeen, Huron, Watertown, Brookings. All these areas are in this winter weather advisory. So let's go ahead and read this off for you guys. The winter weather advisory is in effect here from 6 p.m. Central Time, 5 p.m. Mountain Time this evening until noon or 11 Mountain Time Thursday, which is tomorrow morning. It says mixed precip is expected. It says total snow accumulations up to 1 inch and ice accumulations up to 1/10 of an inch. So we're going to have some mixed precip with ice, and it says plan on slippery road conditions. Hazardous conditions can impact Thursday morning's commute. Slow down, use caution while traveling. And it also says for a few counties here in, up near the Aberdeen area, McPherson, Brown, and Spink counties from midnight tonight until 6 p.m. Tomorrow is that winter weather advisory in effect. So again, snow and sleet is going to be part of this forecast. So the mixed precip, it's kind of a tricky forecast here, but that's what it's showing. So it's basically an event from this evening through tomorrow. That's kind of what we're looking at for timing. So we're going to dive into what's ahead here in our forecast. But first, let's hear a brief word now from our sponsors at CE Construction.
From roofing to siding, CE Construction is setting the standard across North and South Dakota. Our expert team delivers quality, durability, and trust on every project. CE Construction, Dakotans helping Dakotans with their roofing and siding needs. Call or visit us online.
Okay, real briefly here before we jump into the models, I wanted to go ahead and show you guys this. So last night, everyone, we all know it was super windy last night. A couple things. Aberdeen, and it was a spot in particular last night that was very bad, strong winds. We had a 74 mile per hour wind gust in Aberdeen last night, which caused some damage. That was a tree that got broken down in Aberdeen. So that photo is from Aberdeen last night. And the highest wind gust that we saw last night was a 77 mile per hour wind gust in around Henry, South Dakota. And that was up in the northeastern part of South Dakota. Sioux Falls even had a 71 mile per hour wind gust last night. So just some amazing winds last night that roared through our region. And it was some really bad wind gusts, anywhere from 60 to almost 80 mile per hour wind gusts. It was very awful out there yesterday, last night. Hopefully everyone was staying safe out there. Those are some serious wind gusts. And, temperatures as well yesterday, interestingly enough, was very warm yesterday. We actually hit 45 in Sioux Falls yesterday. My graphic is having a hard time loading. But it hit 63 out in Rapid City. It even hit 65 in Winter yesterday, and 53 in Pierre. It was a really warm, mild day yesterday. And as a result, with that cold front, these strong wind gusts were no joke last night. So just wanted to mention that. All right, so I wanted to read off these headlines here from the National Weather Service. So this is a look at our next system. Key messages here: next band of precip expected to move into the area again later today, into tonight, and then into tomorrow. And that's why they issued the winter weather advisory. Again, the mix of freezing rain and snow is going to be the story, again, across basically the northern half of South Dakota. Northwestern, north central, northeastern South Dakota, and also, could be extended into Minnesota as well. Difficult travel conditions will be possible. Hazardous conditions, again, impacting mainly the morning commute tomorrow. And so they've outlined where that freezing rain is going to be expected between Mobridge down to Pierre, down to Chamberlain, and then over towards Aberdeen. Watertown, Brookings is where the snow will be expected, again, farther to the east. And so that's what it's looking like there. And again, that winter weather advisory from 6 p.m. tonight through 6 p.m. on Thursday, so 24 hours there. And here is another look here. This is the expected ice accumulations. Looks like the worst of the ice, again, north central South Dakota. Basically Miller over towards Gettysburg, up towards Mobridge and McIntosh. That looks to be the areas that we'll be watching very closely for that freezing rain. It says ice accumulation, again, expected north central South Dakota. Up to 1/10 of an inch of ice is expected, with locally higher amounts possible. And again, the heaviest ice accumulation expected tomorrow morning. Plan for slippery road conditions, hazardous weather can impact, again, the commute. And here's the snowfall accumulations. So northeastern South Dakota looks to see the most here. Band of heaviest precip sets up farther south in the warmer air. Snow is heavy and wet. It says band of heaviest precip sets up further in the north with the colder air, and snow is light and fluffy. And it says here 3 inches possible in Aberdeen, 4 inches possible in Sisseton there. So let's go ahead and jump into the models. All right, so let's look at the Euro model here and play this out. There's your system. Starts out west there in Montana and North Dakota and into northwestern South Dakota here later today. And this system will progress to the east, of course, as we mentioned earlier, throughout the day. And then by tomorrow, there's that system. So again, overnight, dealing with the rain and freezing rain across northwestern and north central South Dakota. And then by tomorrow morning into tomorrow afternoon, it expands eastward into eastern South Dakota. Sioux Falls could even get in on this freezing rain / snow. And then by Thursday evening, as you can see there, mainly turns into snow there. But again, that freezing rain is going to be a problem for our area, unfortunately. And then by Friday, perhaps another system coming in there out of the west on Friday, western South Dakota. And then how about Saturday? Well, looks like another system coming through Friday night into Saturday across our region. Again, another system coming into our area. And so Saturday, another chance for precip. And then by Sunday, looks like we finally get a break in the action. Monday, same thing, we get a break. Tuesday, we get a break. But then by Tuesday night into Wednesday, looks like we might have another system coming through there with some rain/freezing rain moving through, as you can see there, by Tuesday night into Wednesday. And we'll see what happens after that. There could be another system by Thursday. But it does look like we will have a few days of a break here. So we just got to get through these next few days, and then we'll have a few days of a break, and then perhaps another system. So again, today, tomorrow, Friday, Saturday. All right, so what can you expect for ice accumulations? Let's go ahead and run the latest model here. The HRRR shows again this evening. We start to see the ice accumulation over the overnight hours into tomorrow morning. So again, that is the time frame, and there is your accumulations. So it looks like, you know, some of these spots here could reach near a 1/4 of an inch of ice up here in, you know, east central South Dakota, kind of up near just northeast of Huron. So maybe up towards Clark, could see near a 1/4, maybe up near Redfield. And, you know, some of these spots here in eastern South Dakota could see some ice. Even Sioux Falls, look at Sioux Falls, could even see some ice accumulations into tomorrow morning. So something we got to monitor here very closely. Now looking at total snowfall accumulations here. Now what are we looking at? Well, let's take a look. We are looking at this afternoon, evening, not seeing anything, and then by tonight we start to see some accumulation up here, up north, up into, you know, North Dakota into Minnesota. But we don't really see much accumulation until we get towards Thursday afternoon. And it looks like mainly going to be found across, you know, Minnesota. It looks like far northeastern South Dakota, again, could see a pocket of 1 to 4 inches of snow. Otherwise, Minnesota looks like the Minneapolis area looks to see the most snow in that 5 to 7 inch range. Sioux Falls, not seeing any snow. Looks like we're going to be seeing ice. So that can make things pretty slick out there across our area, mainly across eastern South Dakota and north central South Dakota. All right, so that is going to wrap things up for this morning's video. Hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, be sure to drop a comment down below. Let us know your thoughts. Be sure to give this video a like and subscribe to our YouTube channel, and also be sure to follow us on Facebook and X. That is where we are most active. And also be sure to follow us on Instagram and TikTok as well. So thank you guys for tuning in this morning. We'll be back later today for another video.